So like if you press square square square, you have 3 times fast magic and you'll basically do a really fast spell. If you do triangle triangle triangle, it'll be a really powerful spell. But then you could do triangle triangle circle, which means it'll be a powerful spell that also spreads out, or a fast spell that spreads out, or a spreading spell that is also powerful. So like it's really interesting to mix and match, and it made for a really interesting play mechanic. And I remember just mucking around in the training mode, just playing by myself for ages. So if you're interested, you should definitely try out that game. Okay, number 10 is, what is an overrated game in your opinion? For me, I'm probably gonna get lynched for this, but I would say Chrono Trigger. Before you like dislike this video or whatever, let me explain myself. I never played Chrono Trigger at the time, like when I was a kid. I had Secret of Mana. That said, I never had the old Super Nintendo Final Fantasies either. Like I had a system at the time, I just never had Chrono Trigger. So I don't have a certain degree of nostalgia associated with it, which I'm sure a lot of people have. Like Secret of Mana, which is one of my favorite games, if I played it today, having never played it back in the day, I might be like, what's so great about this? And the same thing is true for Chrono Trigger. I have played it, but a lot more recently, and I was like, I don't know, what's the big deal? Also, because it's so hyped up, I was like, maybe expecting too much out of it. I was like, yeah, it's okay, but it's not the best game ever, kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, I don't know, I never really got into it. Plus, Toriyama Akira, I really don't like his art style, and I don't really understand why he's so popular, because it's not cute, it's not like particularly skillful, it's not interesting, it's just kind of blah. I mean, I used to watch Dragon Ball Z when I was little. I wasn't really like a huge fan of it or anything, but it was one of those cartoons that came on in the morning before school. So I used to watch it while eating my breakfast kind of thing, and I quite enjoyed the cartoon, but not because I had a really good art style or anything. I'm not even really sure why I liked it, but in general, Toriyama Akira doesn't do anything for me. So for those reasons, Chrono Trigger I've never really got the hype. Perhaps if I played it at the time, maybe, but yeah. Okay, question 11 is, what's a game you most want a sequel to, and why? For me, again, perhaps you could have seen this coming, but I would say Dragon Force. It does have a sequel, Dragon Force 2, which unfortunately hasn't been translated into English. But even Dragon Force 1, it being on the Saturn, not that many people got to play it, but it's such a good game, it's so fun. I like the design of it, it's very playable, you can play through it lots of times, it doesn't get boring, there's so many different generals and monarchs you can use. And I'm not really sure why it kind of died out. Like, if they were to make a new one of it tomorrow, I'm sure loads of people would be really into it. So, I don't know, it just kind of fell under the radar for no reason. So, I think it's a game that deserves a sequel, and I'd certainly like to play it a little bit more. So, that's what I'd say for that. Number 12 is, what is the game that you most want to play right now? Okay, so I thought about this, and like there's a bunch of games I wouldn't mind playing, but the game I most want to play right now is Smash Brothers Melee, the GameCube one. And the reason I say that is because I don't think I've ever played another game that I've had so much fun playing with friends. Even like last year, some of my uni friends in their house, they brought their GameCube, and we used to go around there and like 4 of us would be playing Smash Brothers, or if there were more of us, we'd like take it in turns. And it's just so much fun. I'm not good at games, but it doesn't really matter. It's just really funny. Like, I can just you play as Luigi and do that funny sideways weird bazooka dive thing, and someone's like, what are you doing, kind of thing. Like, it's just so much fun. And I just had a lot of fun playing with my friends, so I'd love to be able to just hook up a GameCube and invite my friends around right now and play that. Okay, so that's been my response to this tag. I want to tag Geewhoa, RunsWithBritish, The Great Bullzome, UpstartDJ, Cookie87, Thet. I don't know how to say your username. It's like, I always thought it was Thetwodud, but you sign off as Thet, so whatever. Kenshin1913, TheKiloReborn, marauderex, and Ozma3000, and anyone else that wants to do this. You don't have to like make a big deal out of it, you don't have to record a video, you can just have the questions, you could record yourself just talking to a camera, whatever you want. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I'd love to see you guys do this tag too. So thanks for listening, and I've been Hart. See ya!